the time is here. Black Panther is coming out, and I don't know about you, but I'm pretty excited to see what new things we will discover about the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Lucky for us, the comics and other writings about Wakanda, the fictional country where Black Panther takes place, already give us insight into what this new aspect of the Marvel Cinematic Universe may possess. In the world of Marvel Comics, the Kingdom of Wakanda is one of the most technically advanced civilizations on the planet. There are several reasons for that, but the one that's most important for this video is that it's sitting on a giant mound of vibranium. Vibranium is almost as rare in the Marvel Universe as it is in the real world. See, that's a joke because it doesn't exist in the real world. On the MCU Earth, it's only located in two places, Antarctica and Wakanda. While the Antarctica vibranium, or anti-metal, is powerful in its own right, the Wakandan variety is the one that's most commonly sought after because of its unique properties. You may remember vibranium from another Marvel movie, Captain America: The First Avenger. That's because Captain America's mighty shield is made from an alloy of the fictional substance. It was used to construct Cap's shield because of its virtual indestructibility. The material accomplishes this feat by absorbing the kinetic energy of whatever is used against it.
Yes, I think it works.
Not only that, it can also absorb any vibrations that are nearby. This special power is where vibranium gets its name. Since you are obviously a huge fan of Sir Isaac Newton, I'm sure you're familiar with the law of conservation of energy, which states that energy can either be created or destroyed. And since most of the laws of physics apply to the MCU, we can assume that energy being absorbed by this wondrous material is going somewhere. The explanation these comics give is that vibrations and other energy are absorbed and dissipated into bonds between the atoms, which raises the question, is there a real-life substance that could potentially accomplish this seemingly impossible feat? Before we answer that question, let's talk about physics and chemistry for a moment. Don't worry, if you bear with me, I promise I'll show you a video of me attempting to juggle. When a heavy or fast-moving object falls onto a hard surface, things typically break. But when that same object falls on a surface that has a little more give, like a pillow or pile of sand, things stay intact. But why is this? Well, objects that are softer have the ability to quickly spread the energy out so that not too much of it is focused on one spot, causing fractures. This is important because we need to find a mineral that allows for this energy dissipation but still maintains a sense of rigidity. Kevlar is a substance that may fit the bill. Kevlar isn't a gemstone and it's not even a metal, but it does fit some of the characteristics we are looking for. Kevlar uses lighter atoms than a material like steel, and these atoms can create strong bonds together in long chains. This is significant because not only are those bonds hard to break, but the long molecular chains give the energy somewhere to go. But we aren't going to make super awesome shields out of Kevlar, so there has to be something better. One alternative is graphene, which is an allotrope of carbon. You know what else is an allotrope of carbon? Diamonds. Now, we all remember that diamond is one of the hardest substances known to man. This is because the electrons in carbon atoms are arranged in such a way that they can create several bonds with adjacent carbon atoms that are extremely hard to break. Since graphene is also made from carbon, it shares its ability to create these super strong bonds. Bonds that are stronger than steel. The difference is it doesn't create these bonds in a three-dimensional plane. Graphene is only one atom thick, but the bonds between the carbon can continue for an extremely long time. Think of it like an atomically flattened diamond. Ultimately, this means that when some kinetic energy strikes a layer of graphene, the strength between the bonds keep them from breaking. But since the molecular structure is so long, the energy quickly dissipates across the graphene plane. All right, you've been good. Here's that video I promised you of me juggling. There we go, 2 at a time. Maybe someday some metallurgists and some chemists could get together and try to coat a steel shield in a layer of graphene. If they could figure that out, then our real Earth would have its very own version of vibranium. Have you ever tried to use carbon allotropes to stop a bullet? Did it work? If you haven't, please don't. Let's leave this one up to the experts to figure out. If you want to call me a buzzkill, do so in the comments. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. For more information on the topics we discussed today, check out the links below. Thank you for watching.